How is Total Firey Island even canon? A season never mentioned before in BFDI before Tpot 15 becomes a part of the timeline. The TFI comics were made before BFDI, a comic series featuring 16 of the 20 BFDI contestants, excluding a few. Its sudden inclusion in Tpot 15 makes me question one thing. Why wasn't this season ever mentioned in the show before? As a reminder, the failed debuters stole a time-traveling rock and started messing with BFDI's past, while the Tpot contestants had to stop them before the whole timeline fell apart. And one of the strangest results of all this time travel, the sudden inclusion of Total Firey Island. I'm not even talking about accuracy here. In BFDI 1A, Announcer, the host of both TFI and BFDI, is treated like a total stranger. So what's the reason for this weird disconnect? Well, I believe there's only one possible explanation. Announcer is the one behind it all. Is TFI canon? Well, it has to be, if it's part of the timeline, right? But the real question is, does anyone even remember it? Well, it's complicated to say the least. Let's look at some contradictions. The first challenge of TFI, and the one Team 2 travels to, is something we've seen in BFDI as well, the crying contest. And there is an important detail. Galval says,
"Would you look at that? My very first tear. I'll always remember this for the rest of my life."
Well, okay, but what does it have to do with TFI? Well, she cries in the comics. Galval does not remember crying at all. As one of the smartest contestants, this seems quite weird. And this theme of forgetting follows with a detail that made me think of this theory in the first place. Income tax return document travels to the past. In an attempt to become relevant, he swaps places with Firey. This results in him taking his place in the future. In other points in time, one of them being BFB22, we see him attempting to steal Donald's diary. But what's important is his reaction to Claudia. He is confused, surprised, like he has no idea why they would even be there, like he wouldn't remember he traveled to the past in the first place, which happened during TFI. So, we're seeing a clear trend here. No one remembers what happened in TFI. For them, it's just a bunch of comics. Pencil doesn't even talk about the prize of TFI, even though she's the winner. Why is that? Why don't they remember? Why are the challenges reused? Well, I think it's because Announcer himself, TFI, and all the other comics were tests to see if these random objects would be willing to compete for a prize, and they all were. The Announcer could just have wiped their memories. We know he has access to advanced technology, so that wouldn't be a far stretch, but there's some counterpoints I feel I need to acknowledge first. The Firey Coiny rivalry originates from TFI, and they still hate each other in BFDI. Well, there's a simple possibility that Coiny could have done something else, or that they hate each other, even if not being sure about why. The other is Team 2 traveling back to TFI. If this theory was true, what would be expected is a shock, but it's more of a confusion. The team seems they were focused on the challenge. And that's all. Is this theory really true? Probably not, but it's been fun to think about. And if you like theories like these, consider subscribing. See ya!